Hey guys, it's Paradise, and here's an easy to follow guide on how to get to the secret hinterland area of Shadow of the Erdtree, a really amazing hidden part of the map with bosses and important quest locations. But it's all hidden behind a secret wall that requires a specific gesture to open and a bunch of parkour to reach. I don't want to waste your time, so let's jump into it. Firstly, we need to grab the Oh Mother gesture. This means getting into Bonny village. So from the Highroad cross or Morth Ruins Site of Grace, travel to this area of the ruins. So from Morth Ruins, head over here. This is the area that you're looking for that we showed marked on the map. It's a sort of cave or pathway heading underground. Head down into the cave where you see the light and keep progressing through this area, and eventually it will open up into another section where you can jump down even further. There will be a few enemies down here, but they shouldn't be too hard to beat, even if you are fairly early or midway through the DLC. So take out these mobs, and you actually see a chest nearby, which you may as well grab while you're here because it has a really cool faith incantation in it. I think it's called Golden Arcs. So grab that if you want it. You can see here the requirements for it, but otherwise we're actually dropping down once again and heading towards the light, where there is another cave that has a ladder. We want to go all the way through this cave until you get to that ladder, climb up the ladder, and as you get out of the ladder, we will emerge in Bonny village next to a grace point, and of course you want to grab that grace point as a sort of checkpoint. Now that you have Bonny village, mark here on the map and follow this route. So hop onto your mount and head towards the marker, jumping over the rocks as we go, and get ready because there's a big jump here which will need your mount's double jump to cross. You'll see this tree, and right at this tree you'll see the gesture to pick up. I already had it once before, so you can see the cut there and the change in time of day, but this is where you grab it. Next up, we need to get to the Church District Highroad by following the bridges and pathway around the cathedral, and we can start from Bonny village. It's a fairly straightforward run, just follow the pathway and keep running, avoid the fire golem by taking a right, and once you're at the Church District Site of Grace, it's time to embark on a long journey with a bunch of parkour, twists and turns, so here's the route to follow. So hop on your horse and follow the path. We're going to be heading towards the Shadow Keep, and there's basically like a side entrance that we can go in with a ton of parkour which we're coming up on. Keep following the road until you get to the Site of Grace, which will be our first checkpoint, and thank goodness it's there because you will definitely die a few times doing this parkour. So run to the right and jump over, looping around this rooftop, jumping over to the next platform and sticking on the sort of edge of the platform as you go up to the raised section. Jump to the right and then jump forwards. There will be a fire mage on this rooftop that will shoot fireballs at you, so wait for him to hit you and then try and make the jump. It will take several times. It's a very difficult jump to make. But once you get here, look down and line yourself up with this platform so you can land on it and then head forwards down this crack. Now we're heading northwest, and there will be a mage in this hallway, so make sure to kill him. They can actually drop some pretty cool stuff too, so maybe you're going to get lucky. Then we're going to take a left, and we're going to pull the lever to lower the water in this area first before progressing. So follow this pathway and watch out for the little hole in the floor there, kill the bats in this hidden little cubby to the side, and go up this ladder to get to the lever where you can then lower the water in the area. This basically reveals a whole section of this lower Shadowkeep zone, and overall it's worthwhile doing. Once all of the water is drained, you then want to jump back down, kill any bats that might be remaining in this area, and head back in the way that we came. Hopefully that bat doesn't give you as much trouble as it did me. Remember to jump over that little crack, head back around just in the way that we came, but this time we're going to go left. There'll be another enemy ahead, but you should be able to run past this next one because we're taking the next left, which will have an elevator. You see my cut there because I'd already been on the elevator, but if it's your first time, it will be on the ground. Just run on it, hit the button, and travel all the way up. Once you're up here, you then want to take an immediate left where you'll find your next Site of Grace checkpoint, which is great because there will be some parkouring. Head along this way to the ladder, and this ladder goes really high up because we need to get to basically the entire top section of this area and do some parkouring along the beams at the very top to get to this hidden zone where we can use the gesture to reveal the hidden wall. After climbing the ladder, go right, follow the stairs up, and then loop right around this bookcase and look for the hole in the wall on your right so we can jump outside. Again, follow to the right, leading up these wooden stairs until you get to this next section with another checkpoint Site of Grace for us. Activate that and head into the lift. We're almost there now. This lift will take us up to the beams. We want to go left and straight, and then we want to take a right and go up this next ladder, but watch out for the bats. They can be a nuisance, but if you run, you should be okay. Follow these beams and then take a final right where there'll be a bat at the end. You want to kill this bat because we're going to jump down to the right or walk down to the right and then walk again onto the platform and head outside and to the right once again, where we'll find another lift. We've pretty much made it at this point, so don't worry. If you've got this far, you're pretty much safe. Follow the linear path around and you'll see another elevator. Unfortunately, you can't open this door. It's not a shortcut, but head on that elevator and it'll take us all the way down. Down here, there'll be a grace point, so pick that up and then turn right where you'll see a statue of Marika. It will have a Scadu or shadow tree fragment. Then we need to use the new gesture right in front of this statue. So find the Oh Mother gesture, which looks like this, activate it, and then watch as the statue of Marika moves out of the way, revealing an entire area of the map that is normally hidden. Walk down and here you are. With all of that done, you now have access to the secret hinterland area of the map. This is personally one of my favorite areas in Shadow of the Erdtree because it's so green and flowery even though we're in the effective Shadow realm. Drop a like below and comment if we've helped you out, and subscribe because we have way more Shadows of the Erdtree content coming your way soon.